For over 4 decades, Voyager 1 has silently traveled beyond the confines of our solar system, venturing farther into the cosmic abyss than any human-made object in history. For eternity, endlessly sending back data as it disappeared into the depths of the universe, far beyond the grasp of our technology or imagination. But then, something extraordinary happened, something that no one could have predicted. NASA's Deep Space Network, which constantly monitors Voyager 1's transmissions, began receiving strange and highly anomalous data. These signals didn't resemble anything the spacecraft had sent before, nor could they be explained by any known malfunction in its systems. The data suggested a subtle but undeniable alteration in Voyager 1's trajectory. Something was affecting its path, pulling it off course. The spacecraft was being altered, in a way that defied explanation. At this vast distance, where no known celestial bodies or gravitational forces could possibly reach, the data baffled scientists. Voyager 1 should have been free from any significant gravitational interference, no planets, no stars, nothing, yet something was clearly pulling it. What could it be? At first, NASA engineers suspected a malfunction, perhaps a glitch in the spacecraft's ancient systems. But after running a full diagnostic, every system appeared to be functioning perfectly. All the data came back normal. So if Voyager 1 wasn't malfunctioning, then what could possibly be pulling it off its course? Had it encountered an unknown gravitational force, a rogue planet, perhaps, drifting without a star? Or had it come into the influence of something even stranger, like a primordial black hole, one that had existed since the dawn of the universe? Theories began to emerge. Was this an anomaly of space-time, or was something else at play, something intelligent? Something aware of Voyager's presence? NASA's confusion grew even more intense when, in the background of the regular data transmissions, they detected something else, something completely unexpected. Hidden within the usual cosmic noise of radio waves was a pattern. These signals, unlike anything Voyager 1 had ever sent, didn't appear to be random at all. They followed a clear, repeating rhythm, almost like coded transmissions. It was unlike anything found in nature. Cosmic radiation, pulsars, and quasars all emit electromagnetic signals, but they follow a chaotic, random pattern. These signals were structured, deliberate, as if someone, or something, was actively responding to Voyager 1. Was this an unknown cosmic phenomenon, or could it be a deliberate message? If it was a message, the question that burned in every scientist's mind was, who or what was sending it, and why now? As the months passed, NASA scientists continued to analyze the data coming from Voyager 1. They discovered something that deepened the mystery further. Voyager 1's instruments began picking up something that shouldn't be there, an enormous, invisible object, hidden in the depths of space. The spacecraft had long passed beyond the influence of any known stars or planets, yet the data suggested the presence of a massive object, pulling on Voyager's path, subtly affecting its movement. The object was unlike anything known to science. It wasn't emitting any visible light, nothing that could be detected by conventional means. It was completely invisible to traditional sensors. Yet its gravitational pull was undeniable. Something, or someone, was lurking in the dark, close enough to change the course of the spacecraft. At first, scientists considered the possibility of a rogue planet, a planet that had been cast out of its home solar system, drifting aimlessly through space without a host star. But that idea quickly began to unravel as the data suggested that the object was far too massive to be a mere planet, yet it didn't exhibit any characteristics of known celestial bodies. Could it be dark matter? A primordial black hole? Or perhaps something that doesn't even fit within the boundaries of known physics? Then came the most startling discovery of all. As Voyager 1 sent back another batch of data, one transmission stood out, an unusual movement. Voyager 1's instruments recorded a slight, almost imperceptible turn, like the spacecraft was adjusting its orientation. As if it had responded to something nearby. Could this just be a random mechanical movement? Or had Voyager 1 detected something out there, something we couldn't see? This was no longer just a problem of technical anomalies or unexplained space phenomena. This was something far more unnerving. Voyager 1 had ventured into the unknown, and something was reacting to it. Had it stumbled upon something that was never meant to be discovered? As scientists continued to probe the data, a disturbing theory began to take shape. What if Voyager 1 wasn't merely picking up an unknown object, but was, in fact, being actively interfered with? What if the repeating signals, the strange trajectory shifts, and the gravitational anomalies were the result of an intelligent force, something deliberately interacting with Voyager 1? Had Voyager 1 unknowingly entered the territory of an advanced alien civilization, or perhaps a remnant of an ancient one? It was an unsettling thought, but the implications were profound. Voyager 1 carries the golden record, a message to any intelligent life that might one day discover it. It contains a snapshot of humanity, images, sounds, and mathematical formulas. It's an invitation to communicate with any alien species that might be out there. But what if that message had been received, and acted upon? Was it possible that something had noticed Voyager 1's presence? Had they seen the message, understood it, and chosen to make contact, or worse, had we revealed our location to something far beyond our comprehension? NASA engineers scrambled to decipher the data as the spacecraft's power slowly dwindled, knowing that the window for discovery was closing. But just when it seemed like the mystery could be resolved, something even more bizarre occurred. Voyager 1 sent back a final transmission, a brief burst of data that lasted exactly 4 minutes and 33 seconds. At first, it seemed like routine telemetry. But when scientists analyzed it closely, they discovered an anomaly. The signal contained information that should not have been there, data that was never programmed into Voyager 1's systems. It was as if the transmission had been tampered with, as though an external force had injected something new into the message. Even more alarming was what happened next. After sending this strange burst of data, Voyager 1 fell silent. For the first time in over 40 years, it stopped transmitting. It remained silent for several minutes, before suddenly resuming normal communication, as if nothing had happened. The silence lasted exactly 4 minutes, and no one could explain it. Had Voyager 1 been intercepted? Had it encountered something powerful enough to momentarily disable its systems? When the spacecraft resumed transmitting, it appeared to carry on as usual, but that 4-minute gap would remain an unsolved mystery. As NASA's engineers tried to re-establish contact, another disturbing clue emerged. The spacecraft's coordinates no longer aligned with where it was supposed to be. Voyager 1 had changed its course, again. Something was redirecting its trajectory. But what could it be? Theories began to swirl. Was an unknown force following Voyager 1? Space is vast and empty, and Voyager 1 should be traveling alone. Yet new data suggested a secondary gravitational disturbance, something had been detected behind the probe, something that wasn't there before. The implications were terrifying. Could this be an intelligent entity, one that was now aware of Voyager 1 and had started following it? Had the probe inadvertently attracted attention, or worse, had it led something back to Earth? NASA had no way to stop Voyager 1, no way to change its course. The spacecraft will continue its journey for millions of years, but if something is following it, what happens next? Could we be facing the consequences of a discovery that was never meant to be made? For now, Voyager 1 continues its silent drift into the unknown, transmitting data as its power slowly fades. One day, it will go dark, drifting endlessly through the cosmic void.